Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Utah's offense will go on the attack first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive... is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Got his man. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job.
Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They just keep firing. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's on target and complete. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move, it's Parker. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this 1st down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All kinds of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Glover. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the stick. The Utes are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Dampier. He makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. On the option. Quick toss. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Lots of running room. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Utes! Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. QB. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll finally get him. The 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Utes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Lead leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And explosive in the running game as he's got the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go.
There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Utes with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Dampier. They're working that left side. And it's a catch, but he's got it up for the first down. And the Utes look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding.
Gonna run it. It's Parker. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bentley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Dampier. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Utes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. On target. He breaks a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good.
Touchdown, Utah! Fit it in the window for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee in this. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Dampier. Finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play action fake. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, I'm out of space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duke. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Working that left side now. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Off the RPO, complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Trying to get behind the defense. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got room at the 35. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your net? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. They'll get me a few first downs. This one's over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation. hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Utes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by... Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Utah Utes offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Gets it out fast. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Duke. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Running to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Bounces out, looking for that line. It's Rodgers. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is what... They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Glover. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He's got his man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved. They mark it at the 29.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Davis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the off-tackle play here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd down coming, and the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Quickly complete. He's not going to get there. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just...
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! They take the lead with the 6.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So they put together a 9-play, 70. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off play action on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across Makes the grab over the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee in this. First snap, a quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication.
They wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the ground, it's Rodgers. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Turning it on! He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And let's check in with... Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going.
a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So TCU's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command... So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Payne. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The offense lining up for a first down play. Dropping back. It's Hoover. Hauls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's McAllister. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it. Makes a grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The metrics tell you so often. Go ahead. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lost to throw again. Quick strike complete. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They get him corralled. Not until he's in the red zone, they'll mark it at the 14. And the Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Good timing on the quick out. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Looking for just one more yard. It into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get... They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Got his man quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The throw. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. They've got the screen set up. Makes a man miss. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Bringing the heat. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Barnes. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Trying to keep the drive alive. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And the gutsy call on fourth down, running the RPO, handing the football off, making the right read. You could tell they stuck it up in there and they got the first down.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a
give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, going up top. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Using his legs, it's Payne. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. How good has this offense been on 4th down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Off play action. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 6. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their...
Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Horned Frogs offense will come out first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
The Horned Frogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Offense at an empty set. To the air, it's Hoover. He's got him. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Horned Frogs now with a... He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. It'll be 3rd and long. Going up top again. It's caught. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Sets up the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Snags it over the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 50. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's McAllister. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Payne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look at all. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. He was looking for some running room, but not. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. Wide open spaces. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's James.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. A little screen to the running back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That drive covered 55 yards. And the Horned Frogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Back to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Colorado has the ball. They'll run it. It's Barnes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like
35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Utah Utes offense will have first crack at this one. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Utes will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. To the 10. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Utes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Takes a handoff. It's Rodgers. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So an 82. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Dampier. Here comes the heat. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. I guess. They'll run it from the gun. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. from the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Pass to 45. There he goes. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a... A great decision to keep it.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on second down. He's got it on the run. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. The Utes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been...
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. They go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Back to pass, it's Dampier. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Right on time, completes the slant. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll immediately call timeout. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down as... First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. On the run, it's Parker. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going over the top. Brings it in down the left side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Puts it out of the air. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Turning on the Jets. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And the Utes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Utes have this offense rolling. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Oh, out of space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Duke. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget. Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Right down the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Let's it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To to the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tyson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to throw it. Now improvising. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game.
into a conference matchup that would be compelling even if both sides were struggling. But today they come in ranked in the top 25. This is going to be fun. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars, Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the third-ranked team, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Cougars will kick this deep to get us going. Bringing it out, it's Glover. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So the Utes offense trots out there to open this game.
Well, Kirk, you can just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Well, one thing we know is you work year-round for a rivalry game, and now it's right before your eyes. Let's see how these guys play today.
To throw, it's Dampier. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Grab down the middle. It's Glover. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Receiver makes the catch. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Now it's second down here. QB decides to keep it here. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of this opening drive, it's third and short. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. It's good for first down yardage, set up at the 26 now.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Grab behind the line. It's Bentley. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6. The Utes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offside.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes.
Well, that's a touchdown on the board here early in the game for him. And Chris, intentional or not, look how much time they took off the clock here in the opening quarter. So not only did they get a touchdown, they took the air out of the ball as well.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the BYU Cougars offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Caught quickly. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. And it's Utah in the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The Utes keep the football on the move. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, that's a great job by this defense at getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But, boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
4th down and 2 coming up as to try to keep the drive going. And here's the handoff. He did not get it. Going with the old counter run here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. And the Utes have 1st and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. On the ground, it's Parker. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up...
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. A completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Caught over the middle. It's Glover. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a 1st down. The Utes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. It's a quarterback keeper. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The Utes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah.
Man, that is a great example of the option. Pitch it out perfectly. They completely caught the defense off balance down near the goal line, and it translates into a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? The shotgun handoff here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the battle between Utah and BYU plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Here comes a handoff. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and through the gap when it opened up.
And the Utes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Bringing pressure. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 1st down and 10 now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Toss play to the running back going left. He's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. And the Utes are in the red zone now. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Pass not complete. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Utes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Snags the quick throw. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. An inside move now from the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Trying to convert with a sneak.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Working clock with the ground game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. He gets the first and still going. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback just kneels down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bears will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Bailey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So TCU's offense will have the football first. Man, did we have a classic last year between the Bears and the Horned Frogs. You know, games that end on last-second field goals always etched into the memory banks, and I'm betting that there was a party in Waco. Might have even included some dancing until the wee hours on Sunday.
Yeah, and Bryson Washington was dancing with them the whole time because that dude danced up and down the field. He had almost 200 yards rushing a year ago. The physicality of Baylor won that football game. TCU's been challenged. They've been thinking about this one, Palmer.
Yeah, it was so much fun, too. So many dramatics. With 16 seconds left, Baylor converts a 4th and 9. And then Isaiah Hankins kicks a 33-yard game-winning field goal on the final play. What sort of fun are we going to have here today?
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got his man quickly. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Got the quick pass. And he's still running after the move. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run this one off right tackle. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pen their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The Bears offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
This drive will... from the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick timeout by the defense here. Split backs here. Off play action on first down. Deep throw off his back foot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hoover. Looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the outside. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And this one splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back. On the ready? Jackrabbit.
They'll leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top.
And the returner will... They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds his man. It's McAllister. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Buys a little extra time. Big guy smells it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He gets the two-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense changing the play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give out of the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Finds his man down the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They move on top here in the 4th. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown. Extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he... They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Defense uses a timeout quickly trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Really good coverage by this defense. It's hard to play that slant route. These big bodies, wide receivers that are coming in, it's a timing throw with the quarterback, but nice job getting his hands on the receiver, making it hard for...
He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals.